The city is a canvas, a blank slate waiting to be filled with color and creativity. And for some artists, the streets are their paintbrush. These artists are the unsung heroes of the urban landscape. They work in the shadows, often under the cover of night, to create their art. They are anonymous, but their work can be seen by millions of people. Street art is a complex and controversial art form. It can be seen as vandalism, but it can also be seen as a form of public expression and a way to make a difference in the world. The history of street art is a long and varied one. It can be traced back to the ancient Egyptians, who used graffiti to decorate their temples and tombs. In the 19th century, street art became a popular form of expression for political activists and social reformers. And in the 20th century, it was adopted by artists such as Banksy and Keith Haring, who used it to challenge the status quo and make a statement about the world around them. Today, street art is a global phenomenon. It can be found in cities all over the world, and it is used to express a wide range of ideas and emotions. Street art is a powerful tool for communication and social change. It can be used to raise awareness about important issues, to challenge the status quo, and to create a sense of community. Street art is a dynamic and ever-changing art form. It is constantly evolving, and it is impossible to predict where it will go next. But one thing is for sure: street art is here to stay. It is a powerful force for change, and it is an important part of our cultural landscape. The rise of street art can be traced back to the 1960s, when a group of artists in New York City began using graffiti to express their creativity and to challenge the status quo. These artists, known as the New York City graffiti writers, were inspired by the work of artists such as Jean-Michel Basquiat and Keith Haring, who used their art to explore social and political issues. The New York City graffiti writers quickly gained popularity, and their work spread to other cities around the world. In the 1980s, street art began to evolve into a more diverse and sophisticated art form. Artists began to use a wider range of materials and techniques, and they began to explore a wider range of themes. In the 1990s, street art went mainstream. Artists such as Banksy and Shepard Fairey began to receive international attention, and their work was exhibited in galleries and museums around the world. Street art had become a legitimate art form, and it was no longer seen as vandalism. Street art has had a significant impact on the world. It has been used to raise awareness about important issues, to challenge the status quo, and to create a sense of community. For example, street art has been used to raise awareness about climate change, poverty, and human rights abuses. It has also been used to challenge the status quo by promoting social justice and equality. And it has been used to create a sense of community by bringing people together to celebrate their shared culture. Street art is a powerful tool for social change. It can be used to challenge the way we think about the world, and it can inspire us to take action. The future of street art is uncertain, but it is clear that it is here to stay. Street art is a dynamic and ever-changing art form, and it is impossible to predict where it will go next. But one thing is for sure: street art is a powerful force for change, and it will continue to play an important role in our world. The next time you are walking down the street, take a closer look at the walls. You might just be surprised at what you find. Street art is a powerful force for change. It can make people think, it can make people feel, and it can make people act. It is a form of art that is here to stay, and it is a form of art that is changing the world.